definitely not, because they're all dead now. Again.
But yeah, I think what they'll do is they'll go through Curse of Darkness. They'll probably do Symphony afterward, and then dependent on what happens, like if they don't like just say yeah no we're done, they might either cover Lament of Innocence with Leon Walter and Matthias Kronkvist, as well as the origin of the Vampire Killer Whip, which... Did you notice that the Vampire Killer Whip wasn't in the series at all? It was a regular quote-unquote consecrated whip, and then the Morning Star.
Yeah, that's kind of what it was originally called, I think, according to the original Castlevania's manual. I think. I don't have the entire manual memorized since I never owned the complete box and manual and all that jazz.
What about Rondo of Blood? Oh shit, that's right. They'd have to cover Rondo of Blood before they went into Symphony. I always forget about that every time. But yeah, they would probably sorry about that. That was a Mountain Dew bottle. They would probably cover Rondo, Symphony, and then they might do Lament of Innocence. And then I think they might skip ahead to the Sorrow, to Aria or Dawn of Sorrow. That's kind. I really kind of think that that's what their eventual end game would be. Would be to like end with the Sorrow games.
Yeah. Okay, good. This is gonna take me directly to the reverse Ulrock's headquarters.
We might get the 1999 Dracula battle.
That would be great if we could. That is, if the show keeps doing well.
Yeah, I don't know though. They've kind of got it good because their stories are already written out for them. They just have to take it, adapt it, and, you know, make whatever improvements and like little nods and things that they want, which they've done a really good job of. I don't know how they would do on making their own, like, not official, their own, like, original... Yeah, that was a fucking boss, by the way. That was a boss earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Karasuan just shows up and was like, yeah, no, I just shred you to pieces. What are you doing?
I'm trying to find that broken piece of the ceiling that I broke earlier. Unless it's probably right underneath me, which it most likely is.
But yeah, I don't know how they do with an original story. It's entirely possible, but, you know, I think I would rather they kind of stick to the stories as written, like, or not as written, but the stories that have been written so far. Hey.
And there goes the mummy, or Akko, whatever his name was, too.
Akmadan the Second.
And we got the Rib of Lad.
Fucking... You literally, like, it wasn't even 2 seconds. It was, you walked into the room, you looked at him, and he fell over.
Just disintegrated.
He fall down, go boom. I want to see Julius in his prime beating Dracula. He's in his 50s in Aria. That is actually a good point. If they, like, you know, now that I think about it, I don't know how they're going to continue Castlevania. They said that they were greenlit for a season 3, and I can kind of understand that because they're doing the Curse of Darkness thing, which didn't really involve Dracula. It was mostly Hector and Isaac, at least as far as I know. I never played it all the way through. But Dracula's arc is kind of over. Like, there's no mention made of the 100-year curse that keeps bringing Dracula back. Alucard said it best when he said that Dracula wants to die. Like, unless they're just gonna bring it in out of nowhere, I don't see how it can continue, personally.
Well, they'll probably make it something of a curse. Maybe next season?
I don't know. Does the Spike Breaker work on those?
It might. I wouldn't doubt it, the possibility.
Well, next time you go in there, give it a try. Because I'm curious. I don't think I've ever actually tried, honestly. Also, I love how the bat has a little sword on its side.
Right. We have the Alucard mail.
Hey! Greetings.
Not exactly the best armor, since the walk armor clearly defends me better than that, but...
Mm-hmm. Well, the walk armor defends you better because you, like, have been specifically going out of your way to explore everything. Also, hi, Muttley 1 through 7. I'm pretty sure you're meant to say all of the numbers, but... meh. His name is Muttley 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, so I just sort of shortened it. I don't know if I was supposed to do that. I don't know this whole streaming thing.
Unless they don't apply the Dracula Can't Die canon.
Well, if they did apply the Dracula Can't Die canon, then they would have to, like, come up with, like, decent one-shot villains for each game adaptation, and I don't think they're capable of doing that, especially not since the Castlevania thing has always been Belmont versus Dracula. What they're probably going to do is they're probably going to write it in after, you know, however long it took for Dracula to come back after the Castlevania 3 adaptation. They'll probably have him, like, Dracula resurrected and he's fucking pissed off because apparently he can't die. What they'll probably do, honestly, is since, now that I'm thinking about it, like, legit, since Dracula isn't exactly the most sane person on the planet, getting revived like that might just break his mind entirely.
That sounds about right. And hi, Makishima Wolf and Mr. Sibbs. Yeah, we're talking about, or rather speculating about Season 3 of Castlevania.
Yeah, how it's going to be even remotely possible. What's probably going to happen is his whole thing is initially he despised humanity for killing Lisa. In Lament of Innocence, when he was spoilers for a fucking age-old PS2 game, when he was initially Matthias Kronkvist, he despised like God himself for taking his then betrothed Elizabetha from him. So it's entirely possible that they may just run that in reverse. You know? If that makes any sense.
What do you mean? Like, they adapt Lament of Innocence, or it just happens?
No, I mean, like, well, Dracula needs something to hate in order to keep him, not necessarily relevant, I guess, but, like...
You're right, by the way, the Spike Breaker armor does work. Yay!
That's good, because I saw you getting closer to the thing, and I'm just like, oh, no. initially in the Netflix anime, Dracula was all like, "Oh, humans are bastards, and I hate them all." After his resurrection, he could be like, "Why is God doing this to me? Why can't I just die? I'm gonna go to war against God."
That sounds like a good idea for the plot.
The only problem is he did that in Lament of Innocence. That was his driving force as Matthias in Lament of Innocence. So if they adapt Lament of Innocence, which honestly, if they go with that route, I don't think they will. Then they might have motivation problems, but that it's all speculation at this point. Well, Shaft did resurrect Dracula and Rondo. Did he? Is that how?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Shaft resurrected him, and then
so it was
Shaft's spirit or whatever basically possessed Richter.
So it was a premature resurrection.
Yeah.
I hope they focus on Hector and do a treat from his PlayStation game. Hector versus Isaac, and maybe have Isaac actually become Shaft to resurrect him.
That's possible, but I remember reading up on Curse of Darkness that Isaac becomes Death. If I remember that correctly.
Isaac becomes Death?
Maybe. Or Isaac is Death. I can't remember. These imps that fly around will try landing on you and cause you to keep attacking. Thankfully, we have the Chrysogram, so that's not going to be a problem.
No. Death in Curse of Darkness is actually a character named Zeed.
Oh, okay.
Or who takes the form of a character named Zeed. Zeed, who is actually Death, is forced to use Isaac's body for Dracula's resurrection when he had originally planned to use Hector's instead.
Oh, okay.
So... But again, they could change anything. They've proven that they have the ability to, work with things a little bit better, and if they don't quite work out the way they the writers need them to. So, whatever. Like I said, it's all speculation. I have hopes. I have thoughts. Could work. Isaac would totally give up his body to resurrect Dracula, though, in the series. Yeah, that is pretty true. They are they are incredibly loyal. Or at least Isaac is. I don't know about Hector.
Isaac, definitely, though Hector showed some hesitation whenever it came to Dracula's plans.
Well, yeah, that's because he was a human.
Yeah, and so is Isaac. Isaac's like the only one that has shown a great loyalty to Dracula, going so far as he can call himself not human.
That's because Isaac's a cunt. Hector is not, because he found out Dracula lied to him. Well, he does that. He's kind of a douche. Jesus Christ, look at all those enemies.
Yeah.
You literally have a sword that shreds through everything. How is this not over? You have two swords that shred through everything. At this point, all you need is a list of demands.
Okay, I got guarded against an arrow. I don't know how that happened. Maybe it's just the half-fairy protecting me.
I don't know. How the fuck? I really hate how those imps possess you. Or not really possess you, but they like berserk you, and they make it so you just can't stop attacking and you can't move. Honestly, that's more annoying than just getting like walloped by them. Just getting berserked and being unable to move. I hate things that take control away from the player.
Yeah.
Fuck you, stun in Monster Hunter, just in general. Boy. Bit of a heart max up there.
Oh yeah, yeah, I just remembered. Yeah, Dracula essentially lied about his plans. Basically, it's not about population control. It's more about wiping out humanity. You know that.
Yeah, completely.
Alright, let's see, should I... Yeah, why not? I'm close by him anyway. And if you played Castlevania HD and play through the Symphony of the Night level involving the castle entrance, say hello to the boss of that DLC level, Beelzebub, Lord of the Flies.
Oh, Jesus. Lord of the Flies, and author of shitty books.
Wait, you think that book is bad or something?
I don't like it.
Why?
I just don't.
Okay. Well, he went down in a matter of seconds, so...
Yeah. Yeah, Hector
he's
was...
essentially the Lord of Shit.
Yeah. Most of the mechanics in Monster Hunter, to be honest. Yeah, Hector was down to help him call humanity, not entirely wipe it out. Time to spam Soul Steal. Yeah. Or just Vorpal Blade him to death. That works too.
There we go. One Ring of Arcana.
I'm sure that does something.
You know, what does it do anyway?
I'll look it up.
No need to. Increases rare item appearance. Okay, that's what it does. Okay. Well...
Yeah, it increases the chance that enemies will drop both common and rare items. I don't actually know how much that works in terms of, like, that against the Lapis, but, you know.
There's a better way to try for this.
By the way, have you gone back to the oh god, I don't remember what it's even called. The regular castle version of this area.
No. Well,
Okay.
I have, already.
Because if you
why?
go back there and you go into, like, the top, like, one of the top areas,
Yeah?
there are, like, tanks in that particular area with nearly all the sub-weapons in the game, I think.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, I went through there previously on my own.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
and
okay.
I'm getting dropped frames, I don't know why.
I don't know. Are you using the
Why
dual
is that?
slot system?
Handbrake is paused. Let's see, let's put you on silent mode. See if that helps any.
Hello.
What?
Someone posted a picture of their I assume it's from Let's Go, Pikachu specifically.
Yeah?
It's their trainer standing at the front of, I assume, the SS Anne, and the dialogue with their Pikachu like on the railing beside them, and the caption of the picture is, "You gaze over the wide open sea together with Ryan Reynolds."
Yeah, I saw that on Twitter as well.
It's too good. It's too good.
Yeah, I don't get why I'm getting frame skips. That doesn't make any sense.
Is your internet okay? Like,
Yeah, my internet is definitely okay. It would have to be something up in my computer or something like that.
I don't know. Oh, hey, Spar's here.
Let's see what taking out my web browsers does.
Or Spar was here.
Yeah.
He literally showed up, said, "Oh, hi, Sybin," and then... Or Sybin? Whatever. And then left. Like, okay. Why?
Right. I guess now I'll go through here.
I mean, a couple frame drops here and there, like, it can't be horrible, I assume.
I guess not.
Oh, short I sound like nib. Okay. Sibbins from my FF14 FC. Oh, okay. Spar was just stopping by. Fair enough. Oh, man. So, I guess, in order to keep things interesting, ask us stuff in the chat. He's the one playing, I'm just reading it. So... I always love the fact that you can stand on the, like, the platforms on the I don't even remember what they're called in this game. You can basically just stand on their backs and it's fine. Like, you don't take contact damage from it. It's like, okay. It's a little counterintuitive, but alright, sure, why not?